we had at Santa Fe College a very dynamic leader in the veterans program. His name was John Gephardt.
When I started here, there was about 300 veterans on campus. 20 years later, when I left, there were over 800.
John was very creative. John was synergistic, and he was forward-thinking. He came to me with an idea.
What I did was establish a payroll deduction program with the foundation with the intent of creating a structure so that we could find donors to provide money for a scholarship program. The foundation started more of a structuring concept when Chuck Clemens came on board. Up to that point in time, it was just a matter of sitting down with veterans that I knew might have the means to contribute to the scholarship fund.
And so I approached John and said, I'd like to do a scholarship. How do I do that? And John Gephardt explained that. And he explained that the Santa Fe Foundation, supported by the state of Florida, has a program that will accept endowments, manage that money, invest it, take care of all the audits, all the legal ramifications, but the interest earned is available for a scholarship. And we said, okay, well, we're going to do one. And I remember I gave John Gephardt that first check for the first scholarship. I said, well, thank you very much. I appreciate it. And he said, why are you leaving? This is just beginning. And I was puzzled, but I had no idea of the breadth and depth of Middle America supporting our service members. And that started it.
We started out in 1969. It took 10 years to collect the first $1 million.
And from that very slow beginning, we began to build a consensus with the local community. And Middle America began to donate endowment money to our scholarship program, specifically to reward service members who'd served our nation during a tough time.
By most accounts, it's done because of the generosity of the people in and around North Central Florida, and they love veterans.
That connectivity with Middle America in our entire community makes a difference.
A lot of the student veterans left home, went into the service. Now they're out, they're starting school under the GI Bill. They're not used to living independently, paying rent and utilities and deposits and all of those things, plus waiting the 90-day period for the GI Bill checks to actually arrive. So their cash flow was weak. And I started seeing some of the veterans having to drop out of school in the first month or so because they just weren't prepared for all that. Many of them did come back, but the thought was to help them and assist them with that initial hit, besides saying thank you for your service and to our country. The awarding of our very few scholarships initially was done by a team of active student veterans on campus who had been here for a while, and the awards were given to veterans starting their first semester.
And this particular scholarship allows a transition from their military life to their academic life, which most all of them are very successful in doing that. And it's personally gratifying. The veterans that come to Santa Fe College after their deployments, after their retirements, they have a success rate that's really above the average student.
The veterans are dedicated, they're experienced, they're disciplined. They're here usually degreeing in a 36-month period, which is remarkable. A typical student takes about 50 months.
It seems that veterans are disciplined, they're a little more mature, and they have a mission accomplishment type of attitude, and that parlays into their academic pursuits.
When we started the Veteran Scholarship Program, we had one scholarship at $15,000. So we raised every one of our scholarships to the $20,000 mark over a period of years. We grew from one scholarship to now 51. We're slowly raising all the scholarships to the $30,000 level so that eventually we'll be able to give each veteran a $1,500 check instead of just $1,000.
This program has been strong from the inception, and it's only getting stronger. And I attribute that strength and success to the strong men and women and the conviction of the people who believe in paying it forward.
And as we know, that there's only 1% of the Americans that actually serve in the United States military. So it's very important that we say thank you to that 1% and encourage the next 1% to enlist and serve in the military.
With the guidance that we've got from John Gephardt, Chuck Clemens, and now Sherry Houston at the Santa Fe Foundation, this will continue for years. And the nice thing is, as long as there's a state of Florida, there'll be veteran scholarship programs awarding all of our veterans coming to school.